One of the marvels of reading the Quran, and one of the things that sends shivers down my spine sometimes, is how it teaches us and tells us about things we cannot see, things in the unseen realm, this dimension beyond our sight and sound in this life. And as you know, I'm reading a page a day from the clear Quran with the objective of finishing it in October. Inshallah, I will do so. And the reading I read today was about the three groups on Judgment Day. Again, this is something I could not possibly have known, and yet it is a window onto the reality, the truth of what will really happen in the future to all of us. And people will be divided into three groups on Judgment Day. The foremost, these are the righteous who are always ahead of others in faith and goodness. And then the people of the right, another group, the average believers who will receive their records of deeds in their right hands, and the people of the left, these are the disbelievers who will receive their records in their left hands. So Surah 56, I'm just going to read the first few paragraphs of that, gives us a lot of detail about what will happen for real on this day of judgment. And verse 1 in the English translation goes like this: when the inevitable event takes place, then no one can deny it has come. It will debase some and elevate others. When the earth will be violently shaken and the mountains will be crushed to pieces, becoming scattered particles of dust, you will all be divided into three groups. The people of the right, how blessed will they be? The people of the left, how miserable will they be? And the foremost in faith will be the foremost in paradise. And then the Quran continues in verse 11 to talk about this foremost group, the most excellent believers. They are the ones nearest to God in the gardens of bliss. They will be a multitude from earlier generations and a few from later generations. And when I first read this, I thought, well, that really reminds me of hadith in Bukhari. And this is the longer version of it. It's also in Muslim. And it goes like this: the Messenger of Allah, upon whom be peace, said, the best of my ummah is my generation, then those who follow them, then those who follow them. And then the Prophet continued, then there will come a people who will bear witness without being asked to do so, who will betray trust and not be trustworthy, who will make vows but not fulfill them, and obesity will become prevalent among them. It's almost as if this prophetic word is coming true. And the last part is just really striking, isn't it? There's dishonesty, there's untrustworthiness, broken promises, with widespread obesity as a sign of moral decline. And there's also a great passage about the special status of the Salaf, the first three generations in Sunni Islam. So I think it's absolutely marvelous hadith. It kind of complements, for me anyway, what I was reading in the Quran today. So where it says they will be a multitude from the earlier generations, the Sahaba and their successors and so on, and just a few from a later generation. You see the decline in this very foremost group of people. And then it continues in verse 15. All will be on jeweled thrones, reclining face to face. They will be waited on by eternal youths with cups, pitchers, and a drink of pure wine from a flowing stream that will cause them neither headache nor intoxication. So unlike wine in this world, which does intoxicate and causes health problems and damages your liver, huge cost to the health service, this is pure wine, which doesn't give you a headache, a hangover, nor does it intoxicate people. They will also be served any fruit they choose and meat from any bird they desire, and they will have maidens with gorgeous eyes like pristine pearls, all as a reward for what they used to do. There they will never hear any idle or sinful talk, only good and virtuous speech. So that's the foremost group on the day of judgment. And then we have the next group are the people of the right. And the people of the right, how blessed will they be? They will be amid thornless lote trees, clusters of bananas, extended shade, flowing water, abundant fruit, never out of season nor forbidden, and elevated furnishings. Indeed, we will have perfectly created their mates, making them virgins, loving and of equal age. For the people of the right, who will be a multitude from earlier generations and a multitude from later generations. Verse 39 is an interesting distinction there. For the foremost, the elite group of excellent believers, they will be a multitude in the earliest generations and few from later generations. But the people of the right, we call it the average believer, perhaps, there will be a multitude from earlier generations and a multitude from later generations, far more of us than there are of the elite in later times. And then last of all, we have the people of the left. And the people of the left, how miserable will they be? They will be in scorching heat and boiling water, in the shade of black smoke, neither cool nor refreshing. Indeed, before this torment, they were spoiled by luxury and persisted in the worst of sin. So in their previous life, in this dunya, how apparently fortunate they were. They had luxury, they indulged their desires, they persisted in the worst of sin as well. They used to ask mockingly, when we are dead and reduced to dust and bones, will we really be resurrected? And our forefathers as well? The Quran continues, say, O Prophet, most certainly, earlier and later generations will surely be gathered together for the appointed day. Then you, O misguided deniers, will certainly eat from the fruit of the trees of Zakum. This is a tree that lives in the depths of hellfire, filling up your bellies with it. Then on top of that, you will drink boiling water, and you will drink it like thirsty camels do. This will be their accommodation on the day of judgment. Whoa. So this is a horrible outcome for the people of the left, people who lived in luxury and who were spoiled by it and who committed the worst of sins. So associating others with God, perhaps, and denying the resurrection and the judgment. But the first two groups, the foremost, the most excellent believers, much more common right at the beginning of Islam, but much far fewer now. But the people of the right were common then and common now, alhamdulillah. And may we be part of that generation too, inshallah. And then the people of the left, as I say, who are condemned to hellfire. Very striking stuff. And as I said, it sends shivers down my spine thinking, wow, that this is a window into the ultimate realities of our existence. We couldn't have possibly have known that just working it out ourselves. This is revelation and is echoed very, very much so in the Gospels. We see that, say, in Matthew's Gospel, Jesus warning about the dangers of hellfire and about the rewards of paradise. This is not new teaching in the Quran. It's confirming teaching that the previous prophets shared, and not just Jesus upon whom be peace, but Moses and Abraham upon whom be peace as well. This is consistent revelation from God. So, yep, I was just showing that. This is the clear Quran. I like it very much. You can see the layout of it here. Each section has a helpful title, and I've highlighted some passages there. It's very, very readable, actually, and I find it very helpful. So until next time.